Hey guys, we're still in the book on pages 36 and 37. They're finally thinking you're bright enough to play the D major chord. Remember, I thought you were bright enough to play the D major chord a long time ago, which is why I taught it to you. And maybe that will help this stuff seem slightly more easier-ish. If you take a look at exercise, first of all, make sure you review the chord chart. Can you see where they have the X's up by the nut on the chord chart? We're not going to be strumming the 5th and 6th strings on D major. Those two notes, E, does not fit into a D major chord. It will sound yucky, so please don't. And the A fits in the D major chord, but since it is the 5th of the chord, it sounds weird to have it be the lowest pitch. It's just weird and bizarre, so we just don't do it. And so this voicing of D major has to be played this way. Taking a look at exercises 84 and 5, we have some chord progressions. We are still working in this E minor G major space because it will allow us to use that D major chord effectively. So remember E minor, look at first, we're in 4/4 time. Also take a look, you're going to be playing E, D, C, D. Not a complete chord progression. The book doesn't think you're smart enough to hear that, I guess. I don't know. But the rhythm you're playing is down, down, up, down, down, up. All right, good luck with that. 1, 2, ready, E minor, down, down, up, down, D major, down, down, up, down, C major, down, down, up, down, D major, down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, now without the 7th, it doesn't lead quite so much back to E minor, so we could go other places from here, but yeah, it's not complete. No, bad book. All right, taking a look at 85. We are still in 4/4 time, although if you look carefully, your book, like mine, might not have it. That's not good. Copy editing. It's a thing. If you take a look at 85, though, the rhythm is down, down, up, down, up, down, up. We're going E minor, D, C, E minor, D, C. Now, if you look carefully, though, when you only have one chord in the space, they have you go down, down, up, down, up, down, up. But in the second measure, they got 2 chords. So they want to highlight that rhythmically by changing the strumming pattern. So that second measure is going to go down, down, up, down, up, down. Oh my golly, do it again. Down, down, up, down, down, up. That way you're highlighting that change by just one beat by itself. All right, so here we are, E minor, 1, 2, ready and go. Down, down, up, down, D major, down, C major, down, down, up, E minor, down, up, down, D major, C major, and then you're done. So there you go. Now you would probably be smart to use that kind of a strumming pattern for the song that follows. This train is not necessarily a spiritual, but it is sung by formerly enslaved people. And so I guess you could consider it a spiritual, because you're bound for glory, and it's glory with a capital G. So yeah. All right, but you can see there are many measures where you only have one chord, and then there are some, like you must be holy, that's got 2 different chords in it. So let's do the down, down, up, down, up, down, up, till you get to the final measure where there's 2 chords in it, one measure, and see how we do. 1, 2, and ready and go. Down, down, up, sing. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. This train is bound for glory. If you wanna ride it, you must be holy. This train is bound for glory. This train. There you go. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but all of the notes in the melody of this song, all of those pictures I want you to know how to play. So since you know how to do it, I'm going to expect you to be able to do it. So make sure you can. If you take a look at the next page, we have some things that are kind of tricksy. The boogie bass. Now, I love how many of you, when we have done BASS stuff in the past, think it's a fish. There are no musical fish, not words bass, even if it's spelled the same. You're going to notice that although there are chords here, it's not nearly as cool as if you're going to play the eighth notes. Now this one's kind of sophisticated and it takes a little time. I'm not going to go over it hugely because some of you are going to go it and you're like, yeah, this is exactly it. And when you could play it, you're going to want to be able to shuffle those eighth notes. So you play the first of each eighth note pair. So it's slightly longer, like 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, because that's what you would do in a boogie bass, unless you were playing it super fast. All right. So what you're going to want to do though, is make sure that you can play all of these. One thing I would do is each of these are in double note pairs. G, G, B, B, D, D, E, E, G, G, E, E, D, D, B, B. So if you can't play all of the eighth notes yet, you can go G, B, D, E, G, E, D, B. And then it repeats that. G, B, D, E, G, E, D, B. And it changes the pattern to C. C, E, G, A, C, A, G, E. Oh, I didn't do that well, but then I'm back to G, so it's okay. G, B, D, E, G, E, D, B. And then it goes to D and follows the pattern. D, D, F sharp. Oh, I'm sorry. D, I'm going to do the pattern this time. D, F sharp, A, B. And then goes back to C. C, E, G, A. Then back to the beginning. G, B, D, E, G. So if you could play that with just single notes, first, get it in your fingers and feel the pattern going back is easy. All right, I'm going to make a totally separate video for line 88. It's really kind of tricky.